I think I'm live, but I'm not sure. Yes, I am. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Lovely to be here. And make sure I'm recording everywhere. Ooh, hey, Danielle. How are you? I'm gonna make sure I tag people, send this over. Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Pleasure seeing everybody. If you are everybody that's already here, I am excited. It is Monday. It's a new week to start something new and to make things happen for yourself, for your nonprofit organization, for your business if you have a business. So welcome and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Stacey Volsi. I am a nonprofit consultant and I help small to mid-sized nonprofits so that are making 50,000 in annual revenue to 5 million in annual revenue grow their nonprofit. And I understand every organization in that range has have different priorities. So that's why it's important for me to speak to the nonprofit leaders that I help and talk about, what's needed and what's necessary. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about the course that we're launching at Savage Coaching and Consulting to ensure that nonprofits have the tools that they need and the support that they need to be able to do the work that is needed. So if you want to know more about the Nonprofit Navigator, which is a capacity building course, this is the place for you. And we already know Facebook does what Facebook does. So definitely send some love my way, hearts and comment #live so the algorithm can send this video places and make sure that other people are seeing it. So yes, like and all of that jazz, because I would appreciate that. And I think that's Deli. Hey, Deli. I think that's who I saw because I saw a picture come up. But if that's you, #live so I can see who it is because I cannot see who it is, y'all. Let me know. Let me know if you're here because then when you comment, when you like, this algorithm sends it different places. So I would love to know who's here. So don't be shy. Let me know you're here because I will entertain, like conversations on live. So if you have any questions, definitely make sure to drop them in the live. This is a live Q&A. And like I said, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Nonprofit Navigator to tell you more about what it is and why it's necessary and all of that. So yeah, let me know you're here. So the Nonprofit Navigator, how that started. Essentially, the Nonprofit Navigator course came about the week after I met with one of the funders, one of their directors, come to find out like the biggest issue she said was not only knowing who to give the money to, because that was hard because you have to find someone or an organization that is able to manage the money. But what makes them prepared to manage these funds is their capacity and training that they have, the skills and knowledge that they have. And I realize a lot of nonprofit organizations that are smaller do not have the capacity to hire someone that knows this information, who has the skills, who has the experience creating these different pieces of information that are necessary to make a business, because I see a nonprofit organization as a business. And fight me if you will, I don't care, because it is a business. You just happen to have a tax exempt status, period, point blank. So after having that conversation, after a few weeks, I realized, okay, this course is happening, because I've been thinking about a course, but never about like what it should be about or what should be included in the course. And after I gather data a lot. So after looking at some Facebook groups, having some consultations and seeing what people are saying they need or they don't have, because a lot of people saying their organization or their back end is chaos, but not realizing having a chaotic internal system makes you chaotic on the outside. And that's what I want you to realize. If you're not able to fix the inside of your organization to make sure it's running effectively, that you have certain things down pat, is going to be very difficult for your organization to do what it needs to do. And for lack of better words, because right now my brain was trying to process too many things and I had a brain fart. But anyways, so that's how the Nonprofit Navigator came to started off. It's that conversation. I'm like, okay, I know what to do. Now, the Nonprofit Navigator course is going to be our signature course. It's going to be offered live, because this first course is going to be, it's going to have a live group Q&A component. What is a live group Q&A component? So if you have the live group Q&A component, you have access to me supporting your organization within that course, which you do not have unless you're working with me on retainer. So for the price of this self-paced course, I gave that option, and also a Facebook group community component for whomever is in that container that is working, the communities, the nonprofit organizations that are working on the same things. You have access to a Facebook community and live Q&A sessions to ask the questions that you need, so we can build your organization internally. So we can build the capacity of your organization, so it can also work on outreach, online marketing, community engagement strategy. So we hash out all these plans, all these strategies, and a bonus module is the fundraising strategy. You'll also get a bonus module on how to use the DIY fundraising planner to enable you to have a fundraising strategy for your organization at the top of 2025. Because at the top of 2025, if you start working on these things, then by the end of 2025, you can start exploring other aspects of your organization that you have been neglecting. Because then you may be focused so much on one part of your nonprofit organization that you are forgetting some of the activities that are needed to get there. And that's what this course helps you do. So, online marketing strategy, we work on your standard operating procedures. We work on your fundraising strategy. We work on your outreach plan. We work on your community engagement strategy to make sure that your organization is whole and able to make the moves that it needs to secure the funding, sponsorships, the grants that it needs to secure. Because then this is not a container where we're working on your grants. We're working on the way your organization is doing internally and how it can move forward to build recognition and visibility. So now funders can have trust in your organization, because it's really about setting your organization up for success and making sure it has the right partnerships and the right relationships, so it can be more palatable for funders to feel at ease and providing fund monies to your organization. Because it's not about, oh, they don't like my organization. It has nothing to do with you. It is not personal. It's about how you're able to move in this day-to-day world, making sure you are recognized, people recognize you, you're visible, and you have trust, because that's the factor people are not paying attention. If people don't trust you because your work is wishy-washy, like it's here or there that they'll hear about you, then you're going to have an issue securing funding and being sustainable. Because the name of the game for me in 2025 is sustainability, growth. 2024, my mantra was mind your business. And for 2025, it will be mind your business and also tap into my strength to become, like, to help others become more sustainable and grow with me. And I am coming in a space where I am launching this course so I can take the nonprofit organizations that are ready to go forward with me. Because I've co-founded a nonprofit, was going well. I bowed out. There are some personal things happening there. Maybe I'll announce in a couple of months, but right now I'm not sharing that. But essentially, it's like, I know what it takes. I'm doing it for myself. I've done it for others, and I want to do it for 100 nonprofits in 2025. So if you have more questions about what is offered in the Nonprofit Navigator, the capacity building course, I'm going to drop the link for this course in the comments. And the Nonprofit Navigator, it launched, well, it's launching in January, but it's open for pre-registration for those nonprofit organizations that know they need that support. Hey, Danielle, please comment hashtag. There we go. You read my mind, girl. All right, comment hashtag live. Let me know you're here, because then again, Facebook does its thing. And when people comment, it does show other people that this is happening. And I'm able to support more people. So go ahead and drop a hashtag live if you're here live. Ask questions, because this is a live Q&A in addition to me talking about the Nonprofit Navigator and letting you know what it's about. It is a capacity building course, a self-paced course with a live Q&A session component and also a Facebook community component. And I'm going to drop the link to pre-register in the chat, because the price right now for pre-registration is $597, considering there are going to be two 2-hour live Q&A sessions. And also I'm going to manage the Facebook community and answer your questions as you build your nonprofit. Hey, Spurgeon, I was just thinking about you. I was going to send you this live, but I can't talk and type at the same time. So thank you for joining. So this is a great opportunity for smaller nonprofits to join this container right now, especially if that's what you're thinking about 2025, the self-paced course and access to me in the live group Q&A sessions in the Facebook group community if you have questions specific to your organizational happenings. Like if your organization has something that it needs, okay, we're trying to put this together, or this is what we want to do. Stacy, what do you suggest? I am going to be right there in that Facebook community supporting you. And that's something you'll have access to. And the introductory price for that is $597. Because there's a lot happening there. It's $597 to join introductory, but after Christmas, it goes up to $997. And you have to remember that this first cohort is going to include the live sessions in the Facebook group community. And when the course is done, the members are going to have access to the Facebook community till the end of 2025. So it does not stop there. You get access for the rest of 2025 before you leave the group. And there's going to be eventually sometime next year, I'm going to introduce a membership option for this group for nonprofits that need hands-on support after the course. So stay tuned for that. That's coming soon. But the link for the Nonprofit Navigator capacity building course is in the chat or comments. So definitely check that out. And this is a live Q&A. I've been talking, trying to burn time. But if anybody has any questions about their nonprofit or anything that's happening within their nonprofit internally, let me know in the comments, because I will take advantage to answer this live for you. And please take advantage of that, because it's Monday, you know. Like, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop it in the chat. I'm going to just be here and do my thing. Danielle, thank you so much. It really is. I'm so excited about it and excited about the community that it's going to form, because there's so many organizations out here that need the support. They need the support, and it's a great investment to ensure that you are pouring into your nonprofit and getting support that you need without, lack of better terms, the price tag for smaller organizations. I wanted to make sure there was a container for these smaller nonprofits in addition to my larger nonprofits that I work on retainer for. So this is a great option for them to join this course with the live Q&A session. Hey, Sasha, how are you? Lovely to see you, fellow matriarch, and always happy to see you. So yes, I'm excited. I'm excited, Danielle. Like, I'm excited about this. I am going to spend my Christmas holiday just putting all the bolts and nuts to this and making sure it's like going well. Sasha, so great seeing you. I hope you had an amazing weekend and happy Monday. So yeah, definitely. Definitely, if you have any questions about this course, drop it in the comments as well, or check the link in the comments. And also, if you're coming in, you have a nonprofit, have a question about nonprofits or what to do, drop it as well. Thank you so much, Sasha. I appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah, drop it in the comments, any questions. And even if you're catching the replay, #replay, drop your questions. I'm going to answer questions throughout the day that you have on this live about your nonprofit. So take advantage of this today only. If you have a question and you're catching the replay, drop them in the chat and the comments, and I'll go in and answer questions you have throughout the day. So today is December 16th. Make sure you drop your questions about your nonprofit so I can answer them live for you. I will be here for another, I'm going to try to stay for another 10 minutes if people are joining in. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Nonprofit Navigator in the meantime, so you can type your questions. So yeah, go ahead and type your questions, drop them in the chat. I'll talk about a few of the modules in the Nonprofit Navigator course, so you can have an idea of what it's going to include. So module 1, it's going to teach a little bit about how to set up your nonprofit's backend with standard operating procedures, what those are, and why they're critical for how efficient your nonprofit organization can be. Also mapping out the key processes necessary for your nonprofit, like the workflows that are needed. A lot of nonprofits don't think about that. Are there workflows or repetitive tasks that you can set up in your nonprofit that will make your nonprofit more efficient? You know, like how do you create a standard operating procedure? Like, what's the step-by-step guide to writing it? And bonus, you also get a template for your SOPs, your standard operating procedures, for tasks that are repetitive, where you can create your SOP and just use the template and plug in and check in, okay? And I'll also throw in a prompt for ChatGPT to help you create your standard operating procedure that will help you if you know what these tasks are, and you can list it out. I'll give you a worksheet that you fill out and just feed to ChatGPT with a prompt so it can help you craft your SOP and how to map, you know, these tasks and create workflows that make sense. Now, module 2, this is where we're going to develop your online marketing strategy. Hey, drop a live in the comments. I don't know who that is, and I'm not wearing my glasses, so let me know you're here so I can greet you properly. So module 2, like developing your online marketing strategy. Now, this is important because smaller nonprofits that do not have the funding for staff, they need to start developing their online brand and getting recognition out there, because you cannot be everywhere at once, but your social media, there needs to be a strategy, like social media, email, and all of that. There needs to be a strategy so you're tapping into populations that you wouldn't, or demographics that you wouldn't regularly be in touch with. So we're going to work on crafting a strong nonprofit brand for online platforms, right? How to optimize your presence on social media or other online platforms, and what your strategy is going to look like, your social media strategy. We're going to select platforms, create like engaging content that you can post, or even like know what to post for those. And email marketing basics, what that's supposed to look like, building your list, how you build your list is important, okay? And analytics and optimization, how to look at your data and tweak if it works, if it's not working. And also learning how to be patient. I'm going to talk a lot about that in module 2, because gathering enough data and evidence is very important, but it needs patience. You need to test it out and see how it works first. Now, module 3, it's designing an effective outreach plan. That's what that course is going to include. So we're going to talk about understanding who your audience is, who you're trying to reach out to, and your messaging, right? The outreach channels you need to use, whether it's going to be in person, email, events, whatever it is, and following up for results. How to nurture relationships for long-term impact, because the relationships that you're building in the follow-up is very important. So it's all in the follow-up. So that's module 3. And templates that you'll receive for that is an outreach plan template, but also you're going to have the video lesson that takes you through that and helps you figure that out. And you're also going to be developing your donor persona and understand what your donors are supposed to look like in terms of personality, who you're supposed to approach and stuff like that, and tracking your outreach. Now, module 4, building a community engagement strategy, how to engage with your community to increase visibility and recognition, mapping out community resources and all these things. And also, I include gathering emails and community engagement. So that's going to be something that's discussed thoroughly in the video lesson for this module. Okay. So those are the 4 modules, and the bonus module is the fundraising planner, the DIY fundraising planner, where you're building your own fundraising strategy. And you get the DIY fundraising planner that's on my website on that. So those are all the deliverables. And also, like I was saying earlier, you get the 2 live Q&A sessions in the Facebook community group within this course. So anyways, that is all I have to share about the Navigator. And this was a live Q&A, but nobody has any questions. So I guess everybody's doing amazing and has no questions on what it is they need to be doing or how they can fix something. I hope that's the case. If it's not, don't be afraid to just drop them in the chat so I can answer your questions throughout this day, throughout December 16th. If you have any questions for your nonprofit, drop them in the chat. But I'm going to go because then there's only so much I can say about the Nonprofit Navigator course beyond that it's going to be amazing and such an awesome opportunity for smaller nonprofits and also a community for smaller nonprofits. So go ahead and let me know if you have any questions. Now, if you happen to register after Christmas Day at $9.97, you're going to have the payment plan options. So it's not going to be that. There's Klarna on my Stan store, and there are different payment options that are going to enable your nonprofit to be able to participate as well. So go check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. And from that, I'm going to go. I think I recorded everything. I'm going to post that on my YouTube. If you're not on my YouTube channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. I will drop that link in the comments as well. And I hope everybody has an amazing day. And thank you so much for joining me.